Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the opening of the 2019 football season. Lynn Tech taking on the Griffins of Greater Lowell here at Manning Field. James Runner, the coach of Tech, starting a new season. Shane Abrams is the head coach. We've got the outstanding Lynn Marching Band with the anthem, and then we'll get to football. Band does a great job performing. They work very hard. They put as much time and effort and energy into what they do as the football team, and we should include the cheerleaders in that as well. They do a great job also. Brand new season for James Runner and Lynn Tech. They had a good year last year. I believe they went either the quarterfinals or the semifinals of the playoffs last year, but they lost a lot of firepower. They lost a very good, highly intelligent, one of the highest students in the school, Dave Barrios, the quarterback. And they've got and are returning virtually no experience. They're bringing in a lot of new players. They've got some from last year, but they have to break, obviously, a new quarterback. So it's a rebuilding year, if you will, for Lynn Tech. James Runner does an outstanding job, him and his coaching staff. And it will be Tech kicking off. We're Lowell in their gold uniforms, Tech in their normal red, white, and blue. Hard to believe we're into football. I'm still wondering where basketball and hockey went. We got through baseball and softball, and now a week into football and soccer. Kick is away. It bounces by everybody. They're not going to run it back. And you'll get the ball at the 25-yard line. One of the many changes they've gone, and there are a lot of changes this year in football. They went away from high school rules. They went to college rules.
On the home side, the field is open. Hot dogs, cold beverages,
there are
hot chocolate.
12-minute periods instead of 11. And all stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. First guy for Tech to get there was Ma. They lost 2 yards.
Second down and 12.
Second and 12 for the Griffins. They sent a wide out to the far side and the near side. They go double wing. Looking to throw. They let it fly. Intercepted. And Tech got a great opportunity inside the 10-yard line.
Lincheck will take over, 1st and 10.
I believe it was Pinero who picked it off.
1st and goal, Lincheck.
And their first series of the season
Off the 8-yard line.
is going to be at the 8-yard line. So a golden opportunity for Tech to get on the board first. So they stuffed them on the first play. They picked it off on the second play. And Luis Pinero will be the quarterback, taking over for Barrios. Tech sends wideouts right and left. And they go to the power I in the backfield. Trying to run to the near side, going to lose yardage.
And Badawi on the carry.
Adir Badawi, he's a veteran from last year.
Jacob Trzynski. Loss of about 3 on the play.
They lost 3 yards. It'll be second down. And goal from the 11. Tech first series after a pick got them outstanding field position, and they'd love to put the Griffins on their heels very early, and they can do it right here. Again, they stay in that power I. One wide out to the near side. And it might have got back to the line of scrimmage with Carlos Mateo.
Carlos Mateo, the ball carrier. No gain on the play.
3rd and goal from the 11.
We're bringing up a 3rd and goal from the 11.
They lost about a foot. They stay tight. Double wideouts. They are rolling, looking to throw. Just overthrew one and almost hit the other one in the end zone. He had 2 receivers almost back to back.
Broke it up in the end zone.
So it's incomplete in the
There's
end
a
zone.
flag on the play.
And now if Tech, there was a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is about.
Play will bring up a 4th and goal.
The flag was against Tech. The Griffins refused, so it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And he was going to hurry to get the play to the huddle. You would think they would have to throw the ball here. They send the wideouts again, right and left, again, power I. Rolling to the near side. That's tough for him. He's left-handed. He keeps, and he's going to lose yardage, and the Griffins shut them down.
Pereira on the key. Tackled by 58, Cole Boyd.
I don't know if that was a set running play for the quarterback or if he's supposed to throw, but it's a tough assignment for Pinero. He's left-handed going to his right. So they wind up losing 6 yards on the play. The Griffins will get it at their 14-yard line. They stay in that double wing with double wideouts. Turn the corner and going out of bounds at about the 15-yard line is Benji Hatch. All that running got him a yard. Second down and 9. So those new rules, 12-minute periods instead of 11. Pass interference is not an automatic first down. It comes back to the line of scrimmage. Holding behind the line of scrimmage is from the point of the foul. They're going to knock him down in the backfield.
Reggie Hatch, the ball carrier.
Nice defense again by Ma. Minnesota Ma. They lost to the 12. They lose 3 more. So both teams having a hard time getting the offense going.
3rd and 12. Ball from the Greater Lowell 12.
3rd and 12. Trying to go to the near side. They're going to lose yardage again. Piled up.
Isaiah Casquillo on the carry.
Victor Bellamont was the first guy to get him. Back to the 10. They lose 2 more. So everything offensively so far has been a loss except for the 1-yard run by Griffins on the first play. And they have to kick it away. And it's going to be down. Tech again will get good field position. Down by Gonzalez. It'll be inside the 35-yard line at the 33. That's where Tech will put it in play. So somebody's got to get some offense going here. Tech will have it for the second time. Now they send double wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They break that power eye. With a head of steam up, gets inside the 25. Nice run by Badawi.
Badawi on the carry. Tripped up by number 24, Jaden Rye.
He picked up 10.
9 on the play, 2nd down and 1. Ball from the Greater Lowell 23.
It should have been a first down. The ball's at the 23. It should be a first down. And I think Tech asked him to check it. And they're going to bring the chains in. They put the marker just shy of, on the sideline, just shy of the 23, but the ball is right at the 23. And you need 10 yards for first down. He got 10. So they stretched this out. It should be a first down.
Just a little short. Play will bring up a 2nd and inches.
They didn't give it to him. They need about an inch. Double wideouts to the far side. Trying to run straight ahead. They're going to lose yardage. Badawi again.
Badawi on the carry. Jaden Rye on the tackle.
They lost back to the 25.
About 2 on the play. There's a flag on the play as well.
There's a couple of flags on the field. Personal foul against Tech.
And there's a dead ball personal foul against Lynn Tech.
And this is one of those cases where it doesn't go back to the line of scrimmage. It goes from the point of the foul. That's going to push it back. They lose the couple of yards, and now they lose the penalty. So twice it's looked promising for Tech. Now they're back at the 40-yard line. The down counts. It's going to be 3rd down and 17. They just had it. They should have had a first down. They just had it 2nd down and an inch. And now it's 3rd down and 17. How quickly it changes. So Tech didn't get lucky with the first down, and then he shot themselves in the foot. Now they send double wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pressured, has to run with it, gets back to the line of scrimmage. They might have given him a yard to the 41.
Gain of about 1 on the play.
So the ball's at the 39. 4th down. And I'm pretty sure Tech is going to kick it away. And as they say that, now they are. It looked like they're going to come under center. So Tech couldn't take advantage yet again of the very good field position. High snap, the kick is away. And he played it and fell on it, almost lost it. Griffins will have it at the 18-yard line.
Lowell takes over 1st and 10. Off their own 18-yard line.
They break the double wing. Replay of that catch on the punt. They try to run straight ahead, nothing doing there. The middle of that Tech line.
On the carry.
They just smothered Mario Silva. They lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Trying to come to the near side. Pinero's going to wrap him up first and knock him down. That's Hatch. They lost another yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. Griffins had one play running forward. That was 1 yard. Dropping back, looking to throw, in trouble. Gets the screen off. And this is going to be a 1st down and a lot more. Pruitt's the quarterback to Hickey, the wideout. And they get the first down of the ball game. Out to the 35-yard line. They picked up 19. Only their 2nd plus play, but it gets them the first down of the ball game. And it keeps them in control of the football. Trying to throw again. He's wrapped up and buried. We got a flag. I don't know if they got a piece of his face mask. Germani Guerrero was the guy that forced him down, but Griffin is clapping, I think. They're going to call it against Tech. And this is another one. It comes from the point of foul, not from the line of scrimmage. So they lose 5 yards on the play. They lost 5, and the Tech gets penalized 15. And that'll be the second 1st down. This one by way of penalty. Normally that would have been from the line of scrimmage, and it would have been out to midfield, but they get it from the point of the foul. And then marked off 15. So Griffin's got a huge break. They would have been in trouble again. And they're going to be in trouble once again. Lindquist with the big play. Gaudette with the carry.
Hit by number 59, Michael Bomblo. Loss of 5 on the play.
Nice job defensively. They try that little double reverse. They lost 6. They're back at the 39. 2nd and 16. Double wing with 2 wideouts. Looking to throw, rolling. In trouble, takes off and runs with it. And gets hit. Knocked down immediately.
Quarterback key. Driven out of bounds by number 42, Guy Morgan.
He picked up a yard. The only good play they've had is a passing play. Everything else they've been stuffed. Next defense has been tough. They just haven't been able to get any offense going. Third and 15 from their own 40 for the Griffins. Their second possession here in the first period. Again, wideouts to either side. A wing to the near side. And they're going to call a timeout. We're missing the band and we're missing the cheerleaders. There's the Tech cheerleaders. They work just as hard, put in as much time and effort. And they look later on to get into their competition against the other teams in their league. James Runner, his coaching staff out talking to the defense. They've been more than up to the task here in the early going against the Griffins. They've shut them down except for one pass play. And the other first down came on a penalty against Tech, but then they quickly shut them down again. The only plus they've had running the ball is 2 plays of 1 yard each. Everything else has been minus yardage. So another big play for the Griffins. 3rd and 15. And they try that double reverse again, and again they're going to lose yardage.
That's going to get the ball carrier. Kenny Perez on the tackle.
Gaudette's not having much luck running the football.
19, ball from the Greater Lowell, 36.
They move it back to the 36. They lost 4 more. So the defense comes up big again, and they have to punt it away. Wobbled, it's on the ground. And the Griffins are going to come up with it. Jacob Siniski.
Greater Lowell takes over 1st and 10. Ball off the Lynn.
They bobble the snap, and they get it at the Tech 29-yard line. So a big break for the Griffins. We're winding down the first period. No score, but they have the ball at the 29-yard line. They run straight ahead. One of the few times they're going to get more than a yard. Carrasquillo, his first carry. Gets it down to the 26. They pick up 3. And we might have one more play.
And 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 for the Griffins. They send one wide out to the near side, a wing to the far side. They run it off the left side, not going to get much, if anything.
Benji Hatch, the ball carrier.
Hatch with the carry, they give him a yard. Third and 6. I don't know if they'll get this play off. They won't. That's the end of the first period. So the Griffins wound up with -1 yard in the first period. Tech winds up with +1 yard in the first period. We finished the period here in this opening of the 2019 season. Griffins are down close. But it's going to be 3rd and 6. They're in 4-down territory. Griffins have 2 first downs, one by way of penalty, one on the one pass play they completed. Tech looking for their first. Tech had a golden opportunity with a pick, getting the ball at the Griffin 8-yard line, and they went backwards, turning the ball over at the 14. They still had pretty good field position at the 33. Couldn't convert. Defense shut the Griffins down again, but the punt got fumbled, and there was nothing but gold shirts around it. Trzynski recovered it, but now they've only gained 4 yards in 2 plays. So they need 6 for a first down as we start the second period. And I'm sure we're in 4-down territory.
2nd and 6, ball to the 25.
At the 25. Little crossover underneath. They complete the pass to Cosenza. And they get a first down to the 11. So they needed 6. They got 14. Well, actually, they got it to the 16-yard line. So they picked up 9. And they try to run it straight ahead. Carrasquillo gets it to the 15 for a yard. They're having a lot of trouble running the football against Tech. 2nd down and 9 from the 15-yard line. Tech's defense called on to try and shut them down. Early moments of the second period. The wideout comes to the near side, the wing to the far side. Rolling to the far side, they're going to lose yardage.
Benji Hatch, ball flat area. Miguel Soto in on the tackle.
Miguel Soto made the nice defensive play. They lose back to the 18. They lost 3. 3rd and 12. The wideout comes to the near side again, the wing to the far side. Looking to throw. Lob it up. Almost picked, almost complete. But now we can't believe he didn't pick that one off. So it looked promising. They had a 1st and 10 at the 16. It's now 4th down and 12 from the 18. Both teams struggling to get some offense going. The Griffins trying to convert. A fumble recovery on a punt. Tech trying to get the ball back and shut them down. Long count.
Timeout, very low.
And
That's their second.
I'm not sure. I don't know why they would just be trying to draw Tech offside. I wouldn't give them. It would get them closer, but I wouldn't give them a 1st down. They went to a very long count, and they were still going. And the coaching staff said, "We don't want to lose another 5 yards," so they called a timeout. The wheels turning on both sides. Defensively Tech, offensively the Griffins of Greater Lowell. So here we go. 4th down. Now they're going to try a field goal from the 25-yard line. The kick is long enough, and the kick is good. Cole Blades with a 35-yard field goal.
35-yard field goal. Number 56, Brandon Udon is good. Score at 9:45 left the first down. Right along 3 on Tech down.
So they get on the board with a long field goal. They go 29 yards after that fumble recovery in 6 plays. The Griffins have 6 yards of offense, 22 minus rushing, 28 plus passing. They got 3 first downs, 1 by penalty. So they have a total of 6 yards of offense, and they're leading 3-0. And they'll kick it off to the Tigers. From the 25. Another fumble, and the Griffins recover.
Perez on the return.
They fumbled the punt, now they fumbled the kickoff. And the defense is really hard pressed now to shut the Griffins down. We already know they got enough leg to kick a 35-yard field goal. The Griffins are going to have it at the Tech 26. I'm not sure what the discussion is with the officials. There's a flag way over on the far side. I'm not sure what the flag is for. they're going to mark it. I don't know if it was a celebration, but it's going to be a big one. They move it back to the 41-yard line. So that must be for the celebration over recovering the fumble. It'll be 1st and 10, so Tech gets a little bit of a break. Instead of the 26, it's the 41. In trouble, stepping up and getting buried. Back at the 45-yard line, they lose 4 more. They just can't run the football. The middle of that defense for Tech has been very tough. So 2nd down and 14. Off the right side, might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. That's Hatch. So he picked up the 4 they lost. And it's going to be 3rd and 10. Kyle Pruick's, the quarterback, has been running for his life almost every play. Big play here. They don't need to get it all. They'd like to get some. Tech blitzing. They tried that double reverse. It hasn't worked all day, and it's not going to work here either. We'll call it a yard to the 40. Most of the time, that play is lost yardage. They gained about a foot. We'll call it the 40-yard line. And make it 4th down. I think they're going to kick it away. Flag on the play. I'm not sure why Tech was trying to run that out of the end zone. They better hope this penalty is against the Generals, or the Griffins, excuse me. I'm not sure that they're not calling it safety. They're putting the ball inside the 1-yard line. But I think the penalty was against the Griffins. So they're going to say to James Runner, do you want them to punt the ball again, or do you want the ball inside your 1-yard line? What do we think James Runner will say? So Tech gets a huge break there. They almost gave up a 2-point safety. So they push it back to the 45. They had originally possession at the 26. The first penalty cost them 15. Then they wound up gaining only a yard and 3 downs. Now they pick up 5 more yards in penalties. They bounce the ball back to the kicker. And it's going to be a little bit of a difference between possession. They almost ran into the kicker. So instead of having the ball a foot out of the end zone, they luck out, they're going to get it at their 34-yard line. So that's a little bit of a difference. And Tech was a little bit lucky. The ball, they snapped a ground ball back to the kicker. He just got the kickoff, and it looked like they made contact with the kicker, but it wasn't called. They might have got a piece of the ball. So Tech will have it at the 34, their first series here in the second period. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They run it off the left side for short yardage.
Badawi the ball carrier. Jacob Brzezinski's
Badawi will give him 2.
Gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7.
Actually, they put it to 37, and we'll give him 3.
Ball for Lynn Tech 37.
Second and 7. Again, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They blitzed, got him in the backfield, but good hard running, falling forward. They made something out of nothing there.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Looked like they got hit in the backfield, and they wound up picking up 2 yards. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers from their own 39-yard line. Again, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Split backfield behind Pinero. Pinero keeps looking to come to the near side, not going to go anywhere.
Pinero on the key. Ian Diaz on the tackle.
They get to the 40-yard line for a yard. It's going to be 4th and 4.
4th and 4 off the 40-yard line.
Doesn't look like they're going to kick the football. Looks like James Runner might be rolling the dice here. They've only had 1 run. They need 4. They've only had 1 run over 4 yards. And they may have to take a timeout here. And they do. They were trying to decide, do we go for it? If we do, what do we run? They need a good 4 yards. And if they don't make it, they're going to give the Griffins pretty good field position.
Kept on the field. Thank you.
They're discussing it. Team in a huddle on the sideline with Coach Runner. Opening game of the season here on LETV, football-wise. Classical's also playing. They're on the road. English and St. Mary's don't play till next week. So here we go. They're going to kick it away. Short kick, it takes a little bit of a Tech bounce. It's going to die at the 36 yard. For some reason, the Griffins picked it up. They took a big risk there.
Lynn Tech punt is down by Lynn Tech. Lowell takes over 1st and 10. Their own
So the Griffins get it back. Tech's only run 3 plays here in this 3rd period. They only have 7 yards of offense in the game, and they're looking for their first down. Griffins will have it at their own 36. A 35-yard field goal by Cole Blades is the difference in the game. Trying to throw it. They throw it a little bit behind the receiver. Ryan Hickey was wide open, but Prue threw it. He was breaking to the far side. The pass went behind him, more to the middle or the near side. He reached back trying to make the catch, but couldn't come up with it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Wideouts right and left. Double wing. They set up the screen, and it works for a 1st down. Gaudette with the catch. So both the 1st downs they made come off passes. They get out to the 47-yard line. They picked up 11. All 3 1st downs have come on pass plays. The 4th came by way of a penalty. So 1st and 10 at their own 47. Again, double wing with a wide out to the near side. They go in motion and getting hit, but spinning forward. They're going quickly, no huddle. They get the ball to midfield. 2nd and 7. The delay coming to the near side finds an opening. Getting inside the 35-yard line.
Benji has the ball carrier.
Gabe Nieves.
1st down, 1st and 10, Greater Lowell.
So they pick up a 1st down. Tech's going to take a timeout. They're having a problem with the scoreboard has stopped working. Third series for the Griffins. Tech has only had the ball 1 time and run 3 plays. At the 34, 1st and 10. Double wideouts this time. Looking to throw, can't, takes off and runs with it. He's going to run for a 1st down inside the 25. So back-to-back 1st downs. And they're going very quickly. He picked up 12. The ball's at the 22. I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. Griffins are up with that no huddle offense. Trying to fool the Tech defense. They started this drive at their own 36. This will be the 6th play. They picked up 3 first downs. They only had 3 first downs in the game before this drive. Looking to throw. In trouble. Now he lets it fly in the corner of the end zone. It goes out of play, incomplete. Second and 10.
First pass intended for Reggie Hack is incomplete.
Griffin's trying to add to a 3-0 lead off a 35-yard field goal that would have been good for further by Cole Blades.
That will bring up a 3rd and 10.
They run straight ahead with the fullback, Casquillo.
Yeah, Casquillo, the ball carrier.
Down to the 16. Picked up 6.
They have 6 on the play.
3rd and 4.
Timeout Greater Lowell. The 3rd and last of the half.
That field goal came on the first series after Tech fumbled the punt away. Looked like they were shutting him down. On 4th and 12. At the 18-yard line, looked like Tech might shut him down again, but then they opted for the field goal and Blades was perfect. Late in the second period, they're going to do it again. This time it's blocked. Snap was low, Tech got to it and blocked it.
There's Gardner on the blocked field goal, and Tech will take over 1st and 10.
So Tech survives. They'll get it at their 25-yard line. Snap was a little bit low. Tech got good penetration, and Blades never had a chance to get his foot into that one.
That is the end of the first half.
We're trying to figure out how much time is left because the scoreboard is not working. I don't know what happened there. Hasn't worked for a while. Hasn't been that significant. It is now, and now they say that's the half. So it really was a quick. Tech only ran 3 plays in the second period. Griffin's had the ball most of the game, but they only got 3 points. That field goal, 35 yards by Blades, is the difference in the game. And it's Greater Lowell leading 3-0 as we start the second half. Tech will get the ball to start. Not much going for either team. Griffins have 55 yards of offense. 6 first downs, one of them by penalty. Tech has 7 yards of offense in the first half. No first downs. They're going to start at their own 41.
First and 10 off their own 41.
They go power eye in the backfield with wideouts to either side. Little delay. They run it to the 45, maybe the 46. We'll call it the 45 for Mateo. 2nd and 6. Scoreboard's back working. Griffin's leading at 3-0 on a 35-yard field goal by Cole Blades. This is a new rule this year as well. You saw the Griffins jump. In the past, you saw the Griffins get back before the ball was snapped. In the past, that would not be a penalty. But now, once you jump, they blow the whistle. So they'll have the ball at midfield. So as soon as you jump, like Griffins didn't make contact, they got back. And that was not a penalty last year. Now the penalty comes as soon as they jump, they blow the whistle. So a lot of that, and now one good turn deserves another. So Tech jumps and gives it back. So it goes back. It would have been 2nd and a yard. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 6. So we giveth and we taketh away. Or we giveth back. Wideouts to either side in that power eye. Running to the right side, not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Mateo. He loses a yard. So it's 3rd and 7. They had it. 2nd and a yard. They gave the 5 yards back with a penalty, and now they give another yard back. Another big play for the Tigers. Rolling, looking. He had it, got hit, and they separated him from the football. Brings up a 4th down. Tech will have to kick it away.
155-323. Again, 155-323. Collect your winnings at the booster table under the home side of the field. Thank you.
Sebastian Leortiz, the kicker. High shot kick, didn't go anywhere. Nobody touched it. The line of scrimmage was the 44. Greater Lowell's going to get it at midfield. It's a 6-yard punt. This high bounced to the Griffin sideline and went out of play. They were going to pitch it, and they couldn't. The quarterback, Pruitt's, wound up with it. They give him a yard. Second and 9. We're in the third period. Greater Lowell leading 3-0. Wide out to the near side, wing to the far side. They run straight ahead and a little bit of a pig pile pushing them forward. That's the fullback, Carrasquillo. Down to the 42. He picked up 7. Third and 2 for the Griffins of Greater Lowell.
And 7 on the play. Third down and 2.
Great penetration again. Here almost in the backfield taking the handoff. They blitzed up the middle, they guessed right. And Carrasquillo is going to lose yardage. Lost a yard.
Loss of 1 on the play. So we bring up a 4th and 3.
4th and 3. Let's see what the Griffins do. Looks like Pruitt is staying out there. They're going to go for it. They need just shy of 3 yards. They need like 2 yards and 2 feet. And we're going to whistle.
Timeout, Greater Lowell.
Griffins are going to call a timeout and discuss it. We're in the third period. Opening game of the season here on LETV. 1 tick over 7 minutes left in this third period. We mentioned the different rules that come. We've seen a couple of them now, 12-minute periods. We saw that offside where there was no contact. They got back before the ball was snapped, but it's still a penalty. And then we saw a penalty behind the line of scrimmage get marked off from the point of the foul rather than the line of scrimmage. And there are no automatic first downs this year except roughing the passer, the kicker, and field goal kicker. Other than that, everything goes back to the line of scrimmage. Pass interference downfield is not, it's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, not the point of contact. Griffins come up short.
On the feet. Tackle short of the first down. Turnover on downs. Wing Tech will take over 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. So Tech defense holds again. They'll get it. Pretty good field position at their own 43-yard line, but they got to try and put something together. They don't have a first down yet. We're under 7 minutes left in the third period. Tech doesn't have a first down. Wideouts go to either side. And now they jump again. It's going to be another 5-yard penalty.
Ball start against Lynn Tech. Penalty will make it a 1st and 15. Ball for Lynn Tech.
Tech's got to get together on the snap count. It cost him again. Now it's 1st and 15. Gets a little bit tougher. They go back to that power I with the wide out to the far side. They try to run it straight ahead. There's a flag coming in at the end of the play. Badawi
on the carry.
got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the flag is about.
Full bleed on the tackle. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul on Lynn Tech, blocked below the waist.
Personal foul against Tech. They got nothing on the play, and now it cost them even further. All the way back to the 22-yard line. That's that from the point of foul. It's only a difference of a yard, but the line of scrimmage was the 38. 15 yards would have been the 23. Instead, they do it from the point of foul, and it winds up a 16-yard penalty. So it's 2nd and 26. Tech shooting themselves in the foot here. Pinero looking to throw, lets it fly. Caught, nice pass, nice catch.
Pinero's pass, complete to number 18, Victor Balama.
Victor Balama with the catch.
Victor Balama.
You saw the replay. Nice lead pass, nice catch. They get out to the 39.
Gain of 16 on the play.
They gained 17 yards.
They will bring up a 2nd down and 14. Ball for Lynn Tech, 39.
So now they pick up a couple of yards at the 39. They need 9. They're rolling to his offside. That's a tough way to him to call. It's a flag on the play. They have him rolling out to the right. He's a left-handed quarterback.
Alex Kabarowitz on the tackle. There's a flag on the play. Penalty against Lynn Tech for chop block. Penalty is refused.
They lost 5 on the play. So now they're going to mark it off. Illegal block. They mark it back to the 19-yard line.
When play resumes, 2nd down and 34.
Second and half a mile. They need about the length of Western Avenue for a first down. They're taking 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and now they're going to get hit again in the backfield.
Badawi the ball carrier.
Badawi hit in the backfield.
gain on the play.
They lost a yard. Third down. They need 25 to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's third down and 35. I'm not sure they have that in their playbook.
Timeout. Let's check.
Tech will take a timeout. Not much to talk about here. The Griffins, even if you throw the ball, they'll give you a pass play of less than 35 and force you to kick the football. But heck, a couple of times this has Pinero rolling out to his right, and he's a left-handed quarterback. That's a tough play. Just over 4 minutes left in this third period. Makes the night a little bit longer with those 12-minute periods that they put in this year. And it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for the Super Bowl games. They're not going to be playing as many games at Gillette as they would like. They play all day at Gillette, but 12-minute periods with the potential for possible overtime or whatever, they're going to have to move a couple of those games elsewhere. Maybe Manning Field could get a Super Bowl. Certainly one of the better complexes anywhere in the state. Rich Avey and his crew would love to host a Super Bowl game, especially if it was somewhat local, like maybe a St. John's Prep or an Everett. So here we go. And here's Tech. Jump. Did they get drawn off?
Flag of the play.
I think they're going to say that the Griffins drew them off, so it's a 5-yard penalty against the Griffins. So that makes it a little easier. Now you only need 30 yards. With under 4 minutes left in the third period, Tech looking for their first down. Why don't go either side? Power I. They run it straight ahead with Badawi. He gets a yard to the 24. Fourth and a very long way. Flag on the play. There's a little wrestling match going on. The run back is going to give Griffin a very good field position at the 16-yard line, but let's see what's going on with the penalty. There was roughing and holding and pushing and shoving and flags all over the place. The ball was at the 16-yard line. They've picked it up, so it must be against the Griffins. They threw the flag initially when they punted the ball. There were Griffin and a Tiger wrestling and holding onto each other and rolling around and throwing each other down. I thought that was the penalty, but then there's another penalty back at the 40-yard line, which could be illegal block or against the Griffins. There's one at the 34, there's one at the 40-yard line. official was over talking to the Griffins. The run back gave him the ball at the 16-yard line. Wait and see what happens here.
Offsetting penalties.
Both penalties had to be against Tech because they're going to put the ball back. Somehow they decide on putting the ball at the 23-yard line. The return went to the 16. He waved off the penalty. But they're putting it down at the 23 for some reason. Now they're going to, offsetting penalty, they're going to kick the ball again is what they're going to do. High pop-up, fair catch called for and made at the 44-yard line after all that.
Lowell takes over first and 10, ball to their own 45-yard.
So at the 44 is where the Griffins will finally wind up with it. They decided there were 2 penalties on the play, wiped it out, wiped the play out, brought it back and kicked it again. Another short kick, it only went 20 yards. Would have been the first one, it only went 6. That looked like it was going to be either keep or pitch, and he had no chance to pitch. He just had to hold on to it and try to fall forward. So Pruitt picks up a yard or 2. They give him 2 to the 42. Second and 8 for the Griffins. Tech has 22 yards of offense, 17 of them on the one pass play from Panero to Palama. They only have 5 yards rushing. No first downs. Griffins trying to come to the near side. They slip one tackle, but then they're wrapped up. Badawi didn't make it the tackle, but he slowed Hatch down. I'm going to call it no gain. He gained about a foot. So it'll be 3rd and 8. It was a very slow developing sweep. Tech was able to shut down. Wideouts go to either side, the wing to the near side. Looking to throw. They dump it out. They slip a tackle. They had him in the backfield. He breaks the tackle. Down the sideline. Going to walk in for the touchdown. They had 3 blue shirts. He split all 3 of them. Hatch goes in for the touchdown, 42 yards. They pressured the quarterback. He just got it off to the far side. It was a little floater. They came up, looked like they had him easily for the tackle. And he just split them and then down the sideline untouched. 42 yards. So 44 yards in 3 plays. And Blades will look for the extra point. And he boots it through. Winding down this 3rd quarter, and the Griffins get on the board and make it a little tougher for Tech. The Griffins have gone over 100 yards of offense with that 42-yard pass play, 81 yards through the air. They still only have 25 yards rushing. But with a minute left in the third period, again, Tech still looking for their first down. Shy of the 30-yard line. The return by Gonzalez.
Ryan Hickey pushed him out of bounds. First and 10 with Tech. Ball from their own 29-yard line.
So they'll have it at the Tech 39. They got -2 yards rushing in this third period. They only had 7 yards of offense in the first half. They haven't been able to do anything offensively, and they've shot themselves in the foot a few times with penalties. That big fumble on a punt that resulted in a field goal. Now they go to the spread. Trying to run it straight ahead. That's Badawi. He gets 2 to the 41. And this could very easily be the last play of the third period. And everyone's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. I think you're supposed to throw the football, but he didn't have a chance. Griffin's blitzed. Got to him. He had no chance to even run with the ball. Back to the 25-yard line.
Bring up a 3rd and 13 ball for the Tech 26. That is the end of the third quarter. The score, Lowell 10 with Tech nothing.
So that's the end of the period. Tech has 1 yard rushing in the ball game. The one pass play for 17. They still do not have a first down. And they're trailing 10-0. A 35-yard field goal by Cole Blades and a 42-yard pass play from the quarterback Pruitt to Benji Hatch. With 12 minutes of football left, Tech trailing 10-0. And it doesn't get any easier because they got 3rd and 14. Shows this is sort of a rebuilding here for Tech. They lost quite a bit from last year's team. Pinheiro trying to fill the void at quarterback. He's done a pretty good job, but it's a tall order for him stepping in. They now go to the spread. Through the fingertips of Pinheiro, and he has to run with it. Now he throws it away. Incomplete. He just threw it over the head of Gonzalez. Pinheiro did a nice job. Snap was high. He went and got it. Looked like he was going to have a huge loss, but managed to scramble, even though he was going to his right, left-handed quarterback, and he almost hit Gonzalez. And to bring up a 4th down, they have to kick it away. This has not been a strong suit for Tech, punting the football. Fair catch called for and made. And the Griffins are set up again in Tech territory. Again, only a 21-yard punt. In the second half, the Griffins have not snapped the ball on their side of the 50-yard line. They've been in Tech territory. And they're back there again at the 46. The wideout comes to the near side, the wing to the far side. They get about 5 to Hatch on the sweep. Second and 5. Wideout goes to the far side this time. That little misdirection, this time it works. Not quite for a first down. They had him in the backfield. They give him 4. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. Wideout comes to the near side. Tech almost offside. Badawi looked like he was going to blitz. And now with Badawi doing that, the Griffins flinched. They moved, and it's going to cost them 5. So instead of 3rd and a yard, it's going to be 3rd and 6. This is where they scored their touchdown, going the other way from the 42-yard line. Overthrow the intended receiver on the outside. So let's see what the Griffins do. They're leading 10-0. 4th down. They need 6 from the Tech 42.
Bring up a 4th and 6. Ball from Tech 42.
Looks like they're going to kick it away. going to go in the end zone.
Lowell's punt is out of the end zone. Tech will take over first and 10, ball from their own 20.
Tech wasn't sure they were going to kick. Didn't have anybody back. On the kickoffs, the ball goes to the 25. On the punch, the kick comes out to the 20. So that's where Tech will put it in play. They got a long way to go, and they need 2 scores. The other rule is, in the fourth period, if the difference, either team has a 30-point lead, the clock doesn't stop. The clock runs continually. And even if you score 1 or 2 touchdowns to get it under 30, the clock still runs because the period starts running and it stays running. Pinero over the middle, just a little bit too far ahead for Bellamar. Or Bellamar, excuse me. Second and 10. So a lot of changes, and the poor officials. There were, I think somebody mentioned, I don't know how true it is. There were like a couple of 100 rule changes. I didn't know there were that many rules to begin with. But there's an awful lot of rule changes, and the poor officials didn't have a lot of time. Everybody voted against this, the coaches, the referees, ADs. But the MIA said, nope, we're going to do it. Pinero in trouble, gets tracked down and knocked down for a loss. Back at the 17-yard line, they lose 3. Tech was minus 6 yards in the third period. And it's not getting any better right now in the early moments of this fourth period. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. They go to the spread. The low snap gets by Pinero. And he throws it up. It's complete, but it's going to be for a loss. Pinero did a great job. Bellamar with the catch. Pinero with the magician type getting away. They wind up losing a yard. But it looked like he was almost going to give up a safety. And now Tech has to kick it away. At the 40-yard line. And they'll fall forward to the 36. So another 20-yard punt. And the Griffins are in business at the Tech 36-yard line. Pinero on that last play was a magician getting away. Looked like he was almost in the end zone for a safety. At least a very big loss having to punt from the end zone. But he wound up, even though it was a -1 on the pass, he did a good job getting the pass off. Sweeping to the near side. Straczynski with the carry.
Gain of 6 on the play, second down and 4. Ball for Lindsay 30.
They picked up 6. Second down and 4. Off to the right side, staying on his feet. Let's see where they mark him out. Hatch the carry. He had the touchdown. They're going to put it down, say he went out of bounds at the 10. Picked up 20 for a first down. And the Griffins are knocking on the door, trying to put this one away in the fourth period. First and goal from the 10. Straight ahead, did he get in? I don't see a sign. That's Carrasquel. Down to the 1. Second down and a yard. They go that double wing, everybody in tight. Quarterback sneak. He didn't need much. They're waiting to unpile. No sign yet. Now the official says touchdown. So Pruitt was played well. So that short punt again. 36 yards in 4 plays. 20 of them picked up by Hatch on that nice sweep. Blaze will look for his 5th point of the game. And he drills it through. And that kind of puts it away for the Griffins, leading 17-0. They've gone over 150 yards with that drive. So they'll kick it off. The only thing left now is we'll take it on the board. They've had virtually no offense, especially in the second half. They're minus 9 yards of offense in the second half, rushing. The only one play they had was the 17-yard pass play from Pinero to Balama. And that came when they were like second and a mile and a half. So it wasn't a first down, it was 17 yards. But well, they're pinned deep again at their 22. So penalties, a big fumble on a punt return. And field position has been a difference. The Griffins have snapped the ball every time in the second half, in Tech territory. And it shows on the scoreboard. They held them to 3 points in the first half, but they've got 2 touchdowns here. In the second half, Tech looked they were getting close, and then they shot themselves in the foot with a couple of penalties. Pinero looking to throw. Lets it fly. Incomplete. Looking for Gonzalez. Flag on the play. Could be a hold against Tech. Could be a rough on the passer. And that's what it is. And that's the first down for Tech. Out to the 37-yard line. The penalty gives Tech their first down. Roughing the passer. To the near side, Badawi slips a couple of tackles, slips another one, breaks a couple more. Good hard run by Badawi. We got a flag coming in at the end of the play.
Badawi, the ball carrier. Flag on the play.
He got to the 46, and it's against Tech. He picked up 9, the longest run of the day. And now they're going to mark it back from the point of the foul. All the way back. They had it at the 46. Now they move it back to the 28. So it winds up an 18-yard penalty because they do it from the spot of the foul. Good hard run, solid run by Badawi. Broke 6 or 7 tackles. So they'll have it at the 28. The line of scrimmage was the 37. First down and 18. The quick out to Bellamar. He's been a bright light catching the football for Tech. They're going to give him 4, I think, to the 32. Under 4 minutes left in the game. Tech is going to start 0-1. The Griffins of Greater Lowell are going to go to 1-0. It'll be a happy bus ride back, but we're going to play it down in the sideline. Let's hope he's okay. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. He's up under his own steam. Seems to be okay. We're thankful for that. Second and about 14. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side for Tech, 1 to the far side. And Hatch was going to stay in the game, but he has to come out at least for 1 play. That was the sub coming into the game. Pinero rolling, doesn't get it off. Now he gets it off. Somehow, no, they blew the whistle. He got wrapped up. Somehow he got the ball to Badawi. But they blew the whistle when they got wrapped up. And the ball's going to be inside the 30-yard line at the 29. They lost 3.
Loss of 5 on the play. Will bring up the 3rd and long.
Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Padawi goes down after gaining a yard.
Padawi, the ball carrier.
4th down. The ball at the 30. The original line of scrimmage after the penalty was the 37-yard line. So 4th and 17. And there's really no reason for Tech to punt the football. They're down 17 points. Clock winding down. Griffin's got a 35-yard field goal from Cole Blades to take a 3-0 lead at halftime. They had great field position the entire second half. They snapped the ball in Tech territory every play in the second half. A 42-yard pass play, 44-yard pass play from Prue, the quarterback, to Benji Hatch. Made it 10-0 at the end of 3. And then after a short punt, gave the Griffins the ball at the 36-yard line. A 20-yard run by Hatch got it close. The 4th play was a quarterback sneak in the drive by Pruitt. He got in for the touchdown to make it 16. Blades kicked his second extra point, made it 17. And that's where we are in the closing minutes. Tech has got 5 yards rushing, 20 yards passing, 1 first down, and that was by way of penalty. And the defense has been on their heels virtually the entire game. In the second period, Tech only ran 3 plays. And they've been stuck in their own end virtually the entire game. They had 1 shot. They intercepted a pass. Opening drive, got it to the 8-yard line, and wound up going backwards and turning the ball over. Kick is going to take a bounce. And for the first time in the second half, the Griffins will snap on their side of the 50-yard line. Tech's defense did it all. They were hard pressed. The Griffins had great field position the entire game. But Tech will have to work on a little bit of discipline. They had some penalties that were tough. The field goal was set up. Griffins punted the ball away. Tech fumbled the punt in that first half. And early in the second period, they only had to go 29 yards, and even then, it was 4th and long, but they kicked the field goal. And now they're going to take a knee and let the clock run out. So the Griffins wind up with 151 yards of offense, 8 first downs. Prue gets a touchdown with a 1-yard sneak. Hatch goes 42. Blades kicks a 35-yard field goal and 2 extra points. Tech only had 1 first down. That came by way of penalty. And they wind up with only 5 yards rushing. They completed passes, 3 of them for 20 yards. Bellamont getting them all. And the defense played good, but the offense just couldn't get on track. They had terrible field position, except for the first play of the game at the 8-yard line, couldn't cash in, and they've got some work to do, and they get a little bit of discipline with those penalties and a big fumble on a punt, and it cost Tech dearly, and they wind up being shut out. So it's Greater Lowell 17, Lynn Tech nothing in the opening game of the season here on LETV. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.